Alright, this is a live stream. Now, I'm not going to talk too much on this live stream. I just wanted to talk about how my new computer build is starting to look grim. So as you guys know, I'm thinking of getting a 6500 XT for the new graphics card in terms of my new system. The reason why I'm going with the 6500 is obviously because it's probably the only graphics card that's new that you can afford at MSRP. And by that, I mean this is the only graphics card that is not getting upscaled to $1,000+ The reason why? Well, probably because the card is $250 right now, which is only like $50 above MSRP. Isn't that bad? But the RTX 3050, which is like the NVIDIA equivalent, that just has double the VRAM and a bit better performance, is relatively kind of insane. I mean, I'm not gonna pay $600 for a card that was originally just $50 more. Now, normally I would have gone with an RTX 3050, and I was planning on getting one. Could not get one, and I have to go with the 6500 XT. Now, will it really affect me that much? No, not really. Actually, I've been using an RX 550 for years now, and after 4 years, I'm finally upgrading my computer to something a bit better. But would I have liked something better? Yes, I really would have. I would have wished to have gotten something like a 6600 or a 6800 or something kind of insane, but up there, to where I can ray trace and all that stuff. Um, but I already know that the ray tracing is not going to be used like in terms of like playing video games, which is why I'm happy to have it, right? The reason why I need ray tracing is the ability to run my graphics engines. So, as you guys don't know, a bunch of graphics engines and a bunch of other stuff have upgraded to support ray tracing. And if you're in game development or in anything similar, or you're involved with people that are in game development, you will have to upgrade your system. Now, most people that are in stuff like that, they're running workstations with Quadro RTX 4000 or something similar. So I'm not going to be surprised. Honestly, I don't want that much ray tracing performance. I don't want to play games with ray tracing. The only reason I'm getting the 6500 is because I'm not going to drop the $1,000 on a Vega, and I'm not going to drop $1,200 on a card that was originally $250. I'm not in the mood to get fucking scammed now. Alright? So that's my computer is looking grim. Like, the new computer is really looking grim. Not to mention, I couldn't get a Ryzen 5 in the $100 budget for the CPU, so I'm going with a used Ryzen 3. And if that's the case, then it's going to be on Gen 3, and I won't be able to get the full speed out of the 6500. Which, honestly, is what pisses me off right now, is that I'm unable to get a later generation CPU that supports it. And I could probably get a motherboard that does support it, but I won't be able to find a CPU. I won't be able to get a Ryzen 5 in the budget.
Okay, Ryan, how do you think my size?
So for those that don't understand how grim this is, let me explain the prices of a 3050 right now as to why this is going to be horrible. An RTX 3050 is $900. Or, no, this is not $900. This is $500. This is double MSRP. For those that don't understand, the RX 6500 XT is $250, and that's the scalping price, right? Now, if you want to pay the scalping price for the 6600, you'll have to pay $500 for a card that was originally $300. Now, honestly, if you guys want to go for a system and you guys are able to get the 6600 at the proper price, then maybe if you can get an MSRP, you're in for a treat. But if you're really wanting to get a new computer with ray tracing support now, I'm gonna have to drop the 200 something dollars on the RX 6500 XT. Not having enough memory in the card is an issue, but you gotta remember that these cards, like in a few months, will get to insane scalping prices, and then maybe then I could probably sell it and get like an RTX 3050 or something decent, like maybe a GTX 1080 or a 1070. But it does get performance similar to a GTX 1070, which is kind of what I'm going for anyways, because I'm not dropping $400 on a 1070, and I'm gonna be dropping $250 on this. So I'm just in between. Like, do I want something that performs similar to a GTX 1070, or do I buy a GTX 1070? And then I remember that GTX 1070s are just as fucking expensive as the RTX cards. And you guys are like, well, what the fuck do you mean? Well, GTX 1070, those that don't understand, it's pretty fucking old. Well, they're $400. So, do I want a card that performs the same as the GTX 1070 for half the price? I'm going to get it. I don't really care. I'm probably not going to be able to get half the performance out of it, but shit, if I'm able to play the game at the same performance as a GTX 1070, man, I'm going to be playing the game with similar performance as a GTX 1070. Now, why do I enjoy that? Well, because I'm not about to drop 200. I'm not about to drop $370 on a GTX 1070. Okay, that's just how it is. I'm not dropping 200 the something on thing on a GTX 1070 when I could get the RX 6500 XT for half the price and get the same performance. That's the reason why I'm going with it in the first place, because I ain't dropping the few $100 on 1070, right? It is ridiculous that a 1070, a GTX 1070 is $1,000. The cheapest one on the market is $350. And then you have to pay like $50 for shipping because it's from fucking China. That's not good. That's not good at all. So that's why I'm not going with one. I'm going to just get something newer. I'll get the latest support stuff, meaning I'll still be in support with drivers and stuff. I'll be all that. I won't have my drivers cut off uh, within a few years. Like I still have like I don't know. I just know that the GTX 1070 and the GTX cars are gonna lose support in like next 10 years, which isn't surprising though, because I mean, what the fuck do you do, right? You're gonna be getting something like that. Also, why the fuck would anyone buy a 1080 now? These are just the most unobtainable cards. Like you get an RTX 3050 or an RTX 3060 for the same fucking price, and it's gonna perform better. Like, is anybody gonna buy these? No? Yeah, I thought so. So that's why the new computer's looking grim. Um, Truly horrible experience. You know, this computer was originally supposed to be like a $400 computer, but I couldn't find any fucking graphics cards. Like, I couldn't get a RX 550. I couldn't get like an RX 560 at MSRP. So I'm like, oh shit, I have very few options. So, I wanted to get an RTX 3050. It's hard to find those that aren't sold out. So 6500 XT, which is like the shitty younger cousin of it. It's still gonna have ray tracing support, so I'll be able to go back into game development and all my editing stuff I'd like to do. It's gonna be relatively nice. Um, for those of you guys that are wondering, it's gonna be actually relatively nice. Uh, Obviously 4 gigabytes of VRAM is not much, but you gotta remember that I only have 2 on my current GPU, so I'm not really gonna complain. Oh, $900, 1360 with the fucking. That's actually a good deal because this thing costs the same price. Uh, Never mind, never mind. You aren't gonna be able to do shit with this computer. I was like, oh yeah, this computer, it looks pretty good. It has a decent case. It has everything like built in. And then I look into like all the stuff. Comes with a cheap keyboard and mouse, like all pre-built gaming computers do. And then you look at the specs, only 512 gigabytes, and then not even 16 gigabytes of RAM. How the fuck are you gonna use this machine? You're just gonna fucking stutter. You're just gonna get frame stutter. This $800 PC right here is pretty good. For those that don't understand, this is going to be of similar performance to what my computer is going to have, and it's going to be like $300 more. I just want to expose this, but it is ridiculous how the computers are going. This is an $800. This is a $1,200. This is $1,300 full price. You're telling me that a thing with an RTX 3050, a 5th gen i5, an 11th gen i5, right? 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 512 gigabyte SSD is $1,200. I can get me currently on the market. I could get a used Ryzen 7, like, and I could get on the platform, right, for around $200. Motherboards for AM4 and support, support for the latest Ryzen processors are less than $100. I could get on the Ryzen platform, like a newer Ryzen platform, right, for less than $200. Add the RAM and the power supply, and I'll barely be at $300. Add the same case as they are, and I'll probably be at $400 exactly. But I could probably get a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, and I could probably also get a GPU with that. Now, honestly, if you're paying scalping prices for an RTX 3050, yeah, I can understand that, but I don't think these manufacturers are exactly buying from uh, from scalpers. I'm just saying. I'm saying that most of them, like, I'm just gonna expose this as someone who works in the market. Um, I work in the industry, and I'm gonna say this right now. Half of these people make deals with manufacturers, make custom stuff. Especially if it's HP and a bunch of other custom building stuff. Um, Mostly pre-built companies that do this. They will make a deal with a manufacturer. So let's say you're buying a gaming PC off HP. You will notice that they will not use branded graphics cards. It's the same with iBuyPower as well. They will not use branded graphics cards. Basically, companies like Gigabyte and stuff, they will make deals with these companies where they will send them unbranded versions of their cards. So, um, it's cheaper to produce if they don't have any branding and they just add a cheaper cooler. It allows them to get manufactured for less money, and then they're able to send them off for a discounted price. So meaning they're paying MSRP already, but actually lower than MSRP for the cards for their system. This is something that Gigabyte has been exposed for doing quite a few times with, mostly with iBuyPower and their cheaper pre-builts. They don't do that with their newer ones, but in the past this was such a common thing. Like you get like a RX 460 or like an RX 470, or maybe like a unbranded like 1060 or 1070 from Gigabyte in there, and that's how they get your stuff. And it's kind of grim. It is kind of grim. I want to show you guys the build really quick. What we're planning on getting here. I'll show you guys the final price here, because it should still be. Everything's in the cart. So on top of everything, power supply, 1 TB hard drive, the case, the motherboard, the RAM, processor, everything, with 112 GB SSD, right? I should probably lower my brightness. $343.95. That is ridiculously cheap for a mostly complete computer build. Meaning this computer build hosts everything from the processor and everything. So that's all excluding the graphics card, and then the $250 for the graphics card. Is what makes it just that much better. So the $250 for the graphics card, this will be around a. This will be a $600 machine with the graphics card. A $600 computer, which is going to be relatively nice. Now, could I, for the price, I get a 1 TB SSD and a 120 GB hard drive, be able to get something better? Probably. But like I said, 112 GB SSD, 1 TB hard drive. It's similar to what my computer right now has in terms of storage. I could probably, for the price, how cheap it is, I could probably fit an extra $100 into the storage budget and get a 10 TB hard drive and a 112 GB SSD. That way I can hold more games. But I get an external hard drive for that price as well. Yeah, for 4 TB for $60. And it's going to cost me $60 either way for these two hard drives. So I could probably go with a bigger budget. If I could just fit like an extra $20 into the budget, I could get the 4 TB instead of the 1 TB. So that's going to be the budget for that. So the cards are going to be bought, the graphics card is going to be bought first. And then the rest of the stuff is just going to be bought afterwards. I'm thinking, like, I could cheap out, like, I could skip a power supply. I already have one on my current computer. So I could probably cheap out on that. My hard drive, I'm not going to cheap out on the hard drive. I'm probably going to get the 4 TB hard drive, and I'm probably going to keep the boot drive out of my current computer, I guess, and I'll just kind of transfer it over. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking of how I can cheap this out so that I'm not out of as much money, right? Like, I'm a big fan of if it's done cheap, you're fucking winning, right? Ain't no fucking in between. You're always losing or you're winning. And I just happen to love getting stuff cheap. I love getting stuff cheap. I can't help it, right? Also, why the fuck does it cost $300 for a 1060? Why? It's a 1060. Why the fuck are these $300? I was like, oh, well, people might say, well, 6500 XT is worse than a 1060 or something like that. I know some people would dare to say that. And I'd say, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can't even find these cards for under $300. Now, these are small form factor, I know, but damn. Also, you guys can get a Ryzen 7. A Ryzen 7, right? I'm just gonna prove it to you guys. I can get it really quick for that $100-something, since I already know people are going like, yeah, you're full of shit. There's no way you're gonna be getting one for that price. And I hate to break it to you, but yeah, there is possible ways to do that. Would you want to get a Ryzen 7 for this price? Probably not. You guys can get a Ryzen 5. Here's what you guys can get. Here's what I was looking at. A Ryzen 5 1400 for $90. The reason why you have to deal with these is because if you're buying used here, like it's not guaranteed. So you'll see that you have a like not even like 100% like of the stuff. So you're gonna have a bunch of issues with the thing. So if you're gonna be getting like a Ryzen 7, just so you don't buy it used, since most people that are gonna be selling these things for like $100 used isn't going to be the best, but you're gonna be able to get one. Which is why I'm suggesting you guys go get it right now, right? Since these things are getting sold used relatively cheap. It's not going to be the best experience in the world, but it's going to be one. At least I'll be able to get onto the platform, right? Alright. Now I'm able to read my capture source. Oh yeah, cool thing. iPad power is no longer as great as they were. But for those that haven't looked in the iPad power, I'm going to show you guys this really quick. So basically, if you go iPad power, and any website, let's say it was Walmart or whatever, you'd actually get iBuy Power computers. And the reason why these things were amazing is because in the past you'd be able to get one of these for like $800. And the reason why iBuy Power was the number one pre-built back then was because you used to be able to get like GTX 1080s and decent specs for prices that were relatively nice. Like here's this one, right? This is some random ass thing. You're getting a GT 1030 with 16 gigabytes of RAM, not even a full terabyte of storage, which is fucking ridiculous. Just cheap out and get the 1 terabyte of storage, and an i5. Will this be the latest generation i5? Probably not. What specs you're probably gonna be getting with this is not a GT 1030. Actually, you probably will get a GT 1030. You can easily find one of those from EVGA for less than $100. So you guys can get them for $100, easy peasy. So that's $100. Let's see, the 16 gigabytes of RAM, that'll go for about $100. That's $200 of this. Let's see, your i5. Um, if I knew what generation i5, I'd say, yeah, you could get that relatively expensive. But, seeing as how this doesn't tell me what i5, and saying as it says quad core, I'm going to assume it's an older version, so I'm going to say maybe It has 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's going to be DDR4. So, I'd say 6th generation i5. That's not going to be the best. 6th generation i5. Although it is pretty good from performance, since I'm on like a 4th generation i3, and I'm still able to get like 100 to 200 frames per second in most video games. I'm going to say that this is a pretty decent. That's pretty decent, but I don't think it's no $100. Um, like I said, these older i5s you can easily find them for under $100. So I'd say about $70 for that. So we're about like 100, 200, maybe 300 to 400 with that. So this is like a $400 to $500 machine. This is not a actual fucking gaming computer right here, right? This is a maybe stretching it $400 to $500 computer getting sold for $700. Obviously, they're getting the profiting. Obviously, they're profiting. But you can't have the same computers anymore. Like I said, 6500 XT and a cheap old generation i5 or an older like a Ryzen 3 1200, and you might actually be able to make some profit. Now, am I gonna complain about how people make their money? No. I've been flipping computers because that's the best thing I know how to do. Right? It's literally my intuition to know and calculate how much the computer actually costs to build in a glance to know if it's a good deal or not. Would it be nice if you could actually get something decent anymore for a decent price? Yeah, it would be nice if I could get something better than a GT 1030 and an i5 for $800. Now this one's even more pathetic than the other one. You don't even get 500 gigabytes of storage. You don't even get 16 gigabytes of RAM. You're still getting a cheap 1030, most likely EVGA, because they are probably the only ones that sell them cheap enough to where you can get them for under $100. You have an okay. Now that's pretty good. So I'd say that that's like 200, $300 with that, since he's running an 11th gen i5 on here. Now that one's pretty good. The reason why an 11th gen i5 will go around 100 to $200. All right, so you're gonna be talking like $200, you know, $300 for the motherboard, processor, and RAM. Okay, and then we have $100 for the thing at $400 or $500 right there. And then your hard drive, that's where they cheaped out on, and they didn't even give you one. So that's gonna be like $50 a hard drive. I mean, they're already giving you like milking your specs, right? I'm like, oh yeah, the spec sheet, it looks pretty good. 480 gigabyte hard drive. Not even an SSD. Hard drive. That's where they get you. That's pretty good though. That is actually relatively good for the price. Um, like I said, it's still within like the $100, $200 profit per computer range, right? I mean, had they just used a bit more of like their budget of like this $800, right? They could have probably given you a 1 terabyte SSD in the budget, and I'd say it's a good deal because you're not going to be able to do much with 408 gigabytes of storage. For those that don't understand, that's like 3 games in Minecraft. That's about all you're going to be getting. Like, that's not much games at all. Like, if we're talking like Warzone, that's 8 gigabytes of storage. Most modern games are over 40 gigabytes of storage. And you're not even going to be able to fit like proper games on your thing. Even CSGO takes 30 gigabytes of storage. You are not going to be able to do shit on that fucking computer. A computer that at most is able to run fucking CSGO at competitive. Well, you probably could play most games actually. GT 1030 is similar to my RX 550. My RX 550 runs fucking smooth as fuck in most games. The moment I try to live stream though, probably because I use the encoding for my live streams with my processor. Um, I hate to break it to you, but I probably shouldn't be doing this since my computer is just fucking horrible. But you see, the reason why I'm running this new computer, right, is because if I'm going to be streaming, I need to get a laptop as well for it. But I already have a laptop for encoding and shit, which runs off some old shit. I mean, like, I'm talking like, I'm talking like 20-year-old type shit now. Yo, he's missing a layer. I'm not even gonna question what the fuck's happening right now. I'm more lost of what the fuck I just watched this guy make. So that's gonna be my plan here, is that, hopefully, you know, I could get decent performance. I'm gonna start trying to milk performance out of my stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta add Minecraft 1.12. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna start milking performance out of stuff. I'm gonna complain about stuff. I'm gonna make a computer to flip, I think next month. So I could, you know, sustain some other stuff, because I need to get money for other computer stuff and technology for the YouTube channel here. Like, it's hard to run the YouTube channel already. You know what? We'll just drop this down to like 4. It isn't gonna make much of a difference in performance, so I'm gonna perform the same. So that's gonna be my issue here in a couple months, right? Is that whenever I go to flip this computer, which I'm thinking of putting like a GTX like 730 or something like that, or a GT 730, or fucking GTX like 950 or something in it, 960. I mean, fuck, a GTX 960 and like some cheap pre-built I buy used, sell the thing for a few $100. I put like a 120 gigabyte SSD in there so it runs a bit better, and that thing will run decent enough to where I'll be able to use it. Because I've had an issue with old systems. People don't tell you this about old systems, and I'm going to say right now, the hard drives that these older, cheaper systems use are fucking shit. Good luck playing any video games on those goddamn hard drives. Whenever I try, right here, Minecraft, here's a good example of what these old hard drives are like. You see the stuttering that I get here? I think I'll show it to you. You'll see when I look left and right, I'll get like random stuttering for some reason, right? And everyone's like, well, what causes that? Well, most people I know ask what causes that, because that's what computer nerds ask whenever they see stuttering. So they'll assume it's going to be like the process. No. This is not caused by the computer. This is caused by the hard drive. Literally, this entire issue is caused by my hard drive. It's like, well, there must be something wrong with the computer. No, this is just a hard drive that's causing this, which is embarrassing. It's like, oh my god, you have a nice computer, it runs games pretty nice, most of the time you're enjoying yourself. Wrong, because you're just gonna get a hard drive that's cheap. That's gonna be how it is. It's how every cheap computer is that they always have some cheap ass hard drive that doesn't work. Now, are most of these hard drives pretty bad? Well, no, but they're hard drives, right? Mechanical hard drives, hard disks are fucking annoying to deal with. And most of the time, whenever you see these cheap computers that are like, you know, 100, 200 bucks, you know, they're running like old i3s, old i5s. Like mine's a 4th generation i3, right? These are relatively cheap. Your hard drive is going to be a big issue. Like mine was given to me because it had a corrupt hard drive. I had the means to fix it, so I fixed it. I had the computer really good for about a month until the hard drive corrupted. It corrupted like 3 times in my time having it. And I'm like, well, why is that a thing? It's because these old computers just like that. Old hard drives, right? Hard drives only have a certain lifespan, right? The issue with these old pre-builts is that they've probably been laying around for about a year before you buy them. That's an understatement. I wouldn't even say years. Half these things were built like 10 years ago. Okay? Maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 years ago. You are not going to be getting something good for that price. You're literally getting your money's worth. That's all I'm going to say. You're getting your money's worth by going in there and paying it, right? You can't expect much out of a $100 system. But something that's $20 fix isn't half bad, because any modern SSD will fucking do the job marvelously. Which is why I enjoy doing it, right? It's like I know that this system will work perfectly fine with a $20 fix. A $120 SSD, and then you just have to set up the computer for them before you sell it to them. So you'll have them. That's where we're gonna die, right here. Stop! Teammate, stop! Fuck! I'm trying to help our team and they fucking do shit like that. My god. I swear to god. Only in Minecraft, man. Only in fucking Minecraft. And shit like that happen. Like, that is the funniest shit I've ever had happen in the middle of the game. Now that we have Obby on our bed, I'm thinking I should put blah blah ass-proof class. You know what? Fucking ass-proof class. I'll call it ass-proof class. Someone needs to go to fucking Diamond Gen. I'm gonna be the one that goes to Diamond Gen, I guess. So I'm thinking the encoder PC is gonna be like a MacBook Air or something. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm a big man of like, I kind of want an Apple product. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting an Apple product. I understand the respect towards them. They're cheap, they run good. That's all there is. Cheap and run good. And that's only for their older products. Their newer products are fucking overpriced pieces of shit. Which is why they always get a bad name, right? It's like, yeah, they're overpriced pieces of shit. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, they aren't that great. They're overpriced, brand new. But old, once they're like 5 years old, you can't beat the optimization you'll get from one of them. Alright, time to remove shitty fucking bed defense shit that these guys did. I don't know what the fuck they did to make our fucking bed defense look this fucking horrible. But only when I play with randoms does stupid shit like this happen. Stop destroying our base. We don't need this much stuff on it. You know what I will get behind though? I swear to fucking god, if you break that glass, I'm gonna fucking stab you. I'm redoing our bed defense because my teammates don't know how to make a good bed defense. My teammates are just gonna fucking die, aren't they? See this? It's blast-proof glass. On TNT. On fucking obsidian. Yep. Blast-proof glass on obsidian. You know what goes over the blast-proof glass? And stone. Because I like having an orderly bed defense. I'm not a fan of that pussy, oh, I'm gonna have this done with this and not have proper amounts of wood and have a proper bed defense type of shit. I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna start getting some wood on this thing. After I remove like 2 more layers of this, since I need this to have wood, clay, and wool. So, I'm gonna do what most people do, and I'm gonna make this thing even better. Like a sane human being would. Ain't no one breaking our bed defense. You can drop TNT on it. It isn't gonna do shit. Oh yeah, I should probably go to Diamond Gen for a bit. Yeah, go to our bed defense enemy. That would be great if you did. Yeah, I need plot armor. I'm gonna sit here for the 10 seconds. So whilst these people are trying to break our bed defense with dodgy tactics, yeah, we'll call it dodgy tactics. I'm gonna get miner fatigue trap just to piss them off, and I'm gonna get resources since I'm tired of these slow fucking resources. I need gold, man. I need gold. I need fucking 2 gold. No one gives resources. Okay, we have a great enemy team here. Yes, thank you. See that, teammate? That's how you deal with a bad enemy team. That right there, how you deal with it. It doesn't require any special teaching. It literally just requires you to not have a thumb in your ass for 5 seconds. And let me say this. It's not that difficult to do anything. Alright, I should probably go get regen, and I should probably get more traps. Since it's gonna be a hard time to fight these people without a bunch of traps. Because unless they're getting magic milk randomly, I don't think we're gonna be able to do shit against them. So I think I'm gonna go get some traps, minor fatigue, maybe something similar. And then maybe we should go to the other diamond gen since I need something else. So now, yeah, we need reinforced armor. We need some other stuff to make this thing decent. I need some terracotta or clay. What the fuck do you call this shit? What the fuck do you call this shit? Alright, there we go. This is what we call a manly bed defense. Ain't no one getting past it. That's why I do it. Oh yeah, I need to get some of those portable trap bullshit things. The reason why is actually relatively easy. I just don't think they'll be able to TNT our base. They might actually not think of TNT, which might actually be a problem because I don't like going against dumb people, and I really hate how stupid Bed Wars players are. Like, I already know they're gonna try and sneak in with like invis pots. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. I'm thinking invis pots, and they're gonna try to sneak in, which I wouldn't actually put them past it. Because this is fucking Minecraft, alright? People are stupid here. Like, people who play Minecraft are some of the stupidest people out there. And I'm not even gonna say that like in a nicer way. Like it's just the truth. Like half of them are stupid as hell. So now we'll know if there's any wool on our bed defense that there's something wrong and that the enemy is trying to fuck us over. Will I need to do this? Probably. I probably should like speed up my bridging, man. I don't want to get beaten by yellow. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Bro, you ain't gonna be do shit to our fucking bed defense, bro. I should probably put you up, I guess. Diamonds? Yes! You did not get shit. Okay, we should probably kill yellow soon. Hi, enemy team. You suck. Bad. Like, how do you suck so much? I'm actually surprised they suck that bad. That's surprising. Alright, 5. Which one was it? Okay, minor fatigue trap. I'm gonna drop some bed bugs and stuff. Yeah. I don't. You know what? Fuck you. Hi, buddy. Guess what you're not doing? Well, he won that fight. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna sneak into this guy's base in a second because I don't even care. Hey, dude, you do know that we don't really have good bed defense, right? Like we have teammates. Stop getting in my way. Come on, come on, keep on. I can't wait till you see that obsidian. Go, go, teammate, go, 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 teammate, go. This is fun. This is why I love Bed Wars, man. You can never go wrong with Bed Wars for one reason. Everyone's fucking. That's why. You can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with fighting stupid people in a video game. I also like how they're not like using fireball. Like you can see how much damage their fireball does to our base. And you know what they're not going to do? They're not going to use fireball. Want to know why? Because that's too expensive for them. That's why. Also, I use terracotta not because it's better, but because it's easier to break. So it's faster to break than wool. But because it's faster to break, if they were to try to go on our bed defense, I can fireball it. But it's not going to harm the deeper layers. Meaning, if they try to break down, like I can still break the terracotta and it not harm us in any way possible. Yeah. So that's the reason why I use terracotta on the bed defense instead of wool. Anyone who uses wool is fucking stupid because fire can, kind of fucking sit on it. Yeah, you can't beat obsidian. You can't beat obsidian. in a bed defense, and you can't beat terracotta on the outside. And that right there would have been better had they just used a fireball. Believe it or not. Like, these are easy mistakes that everyone makes in Bedwars. I'm not gonna complain about it. Thank God you're fucking stupid. But, okay, no one's gonna believe that there's fucking wool here, okay? No one. No one believes there should be wool here. Terracotta is great. You can use a fireball on it. The fire won't spread to the terracotta, which makes it better, right? The chances of fire on a terracotta in Minecraft is less. Now, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but as you guys know, my Minecraft fireworks terracotta is one of those things that's like, you throw a fireball at it, there's not gonna be much fire down there on the ground. Well, the reason why I do such a thing is because it's a bit easier to get terracotta. It's also easier to get. That's also a reason why, which is actually a surprising fact though, is that it's easier to just get terracotta. So I'm gonna bow spam these guys because they're really fucking annoying, and I don't think they deserve any mercy. So I'm gonna bow spam them. Yay! I'm an annoying Bed Wars player. I hope these people weren't trying to play this like an actual normal game of Bed Wars. Because if they were, then I feel bad for them. But I'm a sweaty nerd who plays Bed Wars, who also sucks at Bed Wars. Hey, buddy. What's it like up there? How's the weather down there? Huh? Okay, this guy has half health. That's pretty great. Oh, hi, doggy. Doggy, what the hell? I'm playing a game here. Thank you, person. I like that. That guy has 8 HP, dude. How the fuck do you survive all that? I like that you're surviving and stuff, because then I have an excuse to fight you more. Oh, come on, man. Come on. You seriously died from fucking from a fucking bow. How bad are you? How bad is this? Also, the fact that our bed got destroyed is actually more embarrassing because I spent time on that bed defense, but it's also my fault for not getting a trap. Okay, I want to see how they just broke. Okay, they just broke straight fucking down. Okay, you were invis. Okay, that explains it. My teammates are fucking stupid. They don't understand what fucking magic milk is. They don't understand like how this stuff is. And I can't believe I lost that. But I'm actually more surprised that I couldn't kill that guy earlier. I'm not gonna complain. I was too busy bow spamming. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. No, not a mechanical keyboard. Not a not saying age. I need to start having chat up, so I'm gonna start doing that. You know what? I'm gonna just start bringing this down here. I'm just gonna like whoop it. You know, whoop it. Whoop it? Here we go. Because no matter what, I can't. I have issues with my chest though. What are my PC specs? My PC specs right now is a Ryzen. It's not a Ryzen. What the fuck am I talking about? I have a i3 4170 and I have a RX 550. Most from Gigabyte, of course, since they're cheaper. It was $80 when I got it. 28. I think it was like late 2017 when I got it. Brand new. Relatively nice. Fucking amazing to have. Before that, it was a R7 240 and a AMD FX 4300.